verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou not take unto thy son.
That means you are a traitor. You a traitor to our people. Sleeping with that devil. You ought to be a motherfucking shame of yourself, man. No fucking peace. Devil throwing up peace. Always quick to call for some fucking peace, man.
And we got the meatballs with the spaghetti.
Oh yeah, you ain't gotta have one meatball rolling in the whole spaghetti pot, man. Motherfucker. And you gonna find out on that day when they get to eat his ass up like a meatball. He gonna wish he wasn't
Play from Kid and Play started rolling with Cousin Skid.
Come on, man. That motherfucker knew his limits, you understand?
Alright. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Right. I mean, because our people are delusional in thinking that these other nations is going to be cool with them and think that, you know, they will be joined hand in hand, like, you know, as equals. You know, that's where you get that, you know, God loves everybody. But also that goes back to Nimrod. Because what did he call for everybody to come together as one?
Well, shit, that's that American dream. And then Nimrod reincarnated is already goddamn Obeezy's black ass. He a big bean ass head, coconut dome. Fuck that motherfucker, man. But you know, this is spiritual sodomy, Egypt and Babylon. So you can expect that. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Week in and week out, we come out to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, this wicked ass kingdom, and to tell the people on this side, the 12 tribes of Israel, which are Native American, Latino, and present-day Negro, that we are the true 12 tribes of Israel, and that the Lord is coming back, and we will be established as a full nation, as one stick, once again, with our foot dead in your ass. Now today, watching the video on Black Child, it's a page on YouTube, okay? Brings out some pretty good, unique videos on the Illuminati and stuff. Different things, but this is more so of a correction video, alright? Man, all of this false doctrine is floating around, okay? And brother was just going off pretty bad, so we want to establish some things. You know, this is for the edification of the scriptures. Also, you know, we're coming out, we're trying to help these brothers out. If they don't want to hear us, fuck them then. Hopefully they do, you know what I'm saying? But he has called on the name of Yahweh Shai in some of his videos, and I understand that. One of the things I also see is that you already know, if you ever do see this video, and other people who look at these videos may know, there's a brother by the name of Yash Q. He's a nigga. He makes some pretty good Hollywood videos on Illuminati, very good ones, but he's still a nigga because he came up against the elders. So fuck him. You know, Black Child, get the fuck from underneath that nigga. Don't let that motherfucker be an elder until you, man. Because he learned from our elders. He learned from the elders of GMS first and foremost. So with that, you know, we're gonna get off into this lesson, alright? Let's see. Alright. So, first thing we're going to start off talking about is basically, and part of this video, we started off talking about Nephilim, okay, in Genesis 6 and 4. And pretty much he got off into talking about how, you know, the same thing, the same church doctrine that they teach, alright, is talking about them being giants and the angels came down and they had sex with the women because they looked fine as hell and they was some white bitches and all this other shit. No, that's wrong. Can somebody please get Genesis 6 and 4 for me?
Genesis chapter 6 verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and after that, when the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Alright, the word giant going into the word Nephilim, or Nephilim. Alright, and the Nephilim means to fall, lie, be cast down, fall violent, a violent death, fall away, to fall into the hands of, to settle, to turn out, and to waste away, be offered, to be inferior, okay? That's what that means. It don't mean, it's not, Rephaim, which means giant or large giant stature, okay? This is Nephilim, which comes to the word that's written in the Bible, Nephilim. So our people fell away at that time. That's what it was going into. It wasn't talking about some giants. How could a giant fuck a regular sized woman any fucking way?
And when it says giant, it's talking about men of renown. You read that right in the Bible.
Exactly. It straight up says it right there. They were men of renown, which means they were cold as fuck at what they did, whether it may have been a warrior, whether it had been somebody that made the best swords, like a Hattori Hanzo from goddamn Kill Bill. Okay, that's a man of great renown because what he did it to death. Okay, did it to life, and everybody knew about his about the things that he did. Okay, can somebody please grab Genesis 4 and 5? So let's go into that. All right, and one of the things it said to be inferior.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain
Wait, now he said to Cain and his offering he had no respect. Remember that the law, statutes, and commandments was given verbally to Adam. Okay? So, Cain being the offspring and Abel being the offspring of Adam, he was giving them law, statutes, and commandments. So why wasn't his sacrifice accepted? Some people say, oh, he was a farmer. He didn't have animals. That's bullshit. He had livestock too. Y'all had livestock in that day. We tilled the earth after the fall, after we came out of Eden, okay, out of paradise, okay? So he knew the law, statutes, and commandments, but let's go ahead. Go ahead, Art.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Why does countenance fall? Because, I mean, it's just like you tell somebody not to do something, or you tell them what to do and they do the opposite, and somebody else is exalted above them and they get pissed off. You fucked up, man. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance full? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Right. So pretty much if you did what the fuck you was supposed to do from the beginning, like your father taught you, you would be exalted. Okay? You would get praise. Y'all would have been blessed. Y'all both would have been blessed and found favor in the Lord. But since you messed up, he gave you credit. He didn't fuck you up. The Lord didn't crush you. He didn't have you killed. He gave you wise words from the start. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 15. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back.
Alright, so the Most High gave him wise words, casted them words behind him. Because what did he do after that? He slew Abel, okay? He got pissed off. He didn't like what he heard because it was too truthful. Like these motherfuckers that's walking around nowadays, we tell them the truth and they can't handle it, and they get pissed off and they cast those wise words, which is this wise word, behind them, okay? And that's what he did, and he took his ass and he did whatever the fuck he wanted to do, okay? So that's what that is pretty much going into. Can somebody, can you please get Genesis 6 and 4? You got something, man?
Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them.
The sons of Yahweh, they were Adamites at that time. We weren't called Israelites, okay? So, that was the offspring of Adam, okay? That was the sons of men that they spoke of, okay? Or the sons of the Most High, excuse me, that they spoke of, all right? You got sons of men that's celestial, which are angels, and you have sons of men which are in this flesh, which are present-day Hebrew Israelites, okay? Go ahead,
Actually, the sons of the righteous.
Yeah, excuse me.
The sons of men, which is to say like filler actors. The sons of the wicked, which is Esau, the so-called white man, and the sons, and the sons of the righteous, which are the children of Israel.
That's it. What? Go ahead,
And they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
All right, so this is the breakdown of it. The Adamites at that time, they took to themselves foreign wives, okay? Which is something that we still see to this very day. Can somebody please get Ezra 9 and 2? right? So the Adamites at this present time, they still do the very same thing. They took wives from other nations. That's what the fuck they did. Okay? What did Cain do after he got that mark upon him? He went amongst other nations. That's why he was sighing and crying, because he already knew. When them other nations, or better yet, even our nation, has seen his ass and they see something freak, like if you see a white cockroach, you don't kill a roach regardless, especially if you got roaches. Some motherfuckers get comfortable. But if your ass look up and you see a goddamn white roach, you gonna kill that motherfucker with haste. Because that's some shit that you're not used to seeing. That's why that sin fell upon them 77 times 77.
Right, that's why he said, all they that shall see me shall slay me.
That's it.
Because he cursing with that mark of leprosy.
Exactly. So he went amongst the other nations. And
and just since you're speaking about that, contrary, another misconception, Adam and Eve were not the only two people on the earth at that time.
Nah, man. Hell no. Don't get that twisted, because in Genesis, even throughout the first chapter, he goes to that history.
Genesis 1:22.
I was just thinking that you had the most rascal idea.
But yeah, you wanted
Ezra, 9th chapter.
Genesis,
Go ahead, brother.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So Yahweh created man in his own image, and in the image of Yahweh created he him. Male and female created he them.
Them, plural. More than one.
It wasn't just two people on the planet at that time, and they started fucking, and then all of a sudden you have all these children. Okay? No, it didn't happen like that.
Right, because if that was the case, where did Cain get his wives from? If Adam and Eve were the only two people on the earth.
I mean, shit, we know half of these.
I know you motherfuckers did math in elementary school. I know y'all motherfuckers can count.
Or better yet, we know half of these Caucasians today is quick to fuck their sister. It ain't nobody fucking my sister but me. You already know y'all done with that incest bullshit, but that's not how the Most High made it to be.
But where did this? Okay, but then again, you have to ask yourself, where was the sister?
Exactly.
Adam begat through Eve.
Exactly. Come on now. It's just shit that make you, this is the truth to make you think, okay? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. And they have taken of their, I'll start at 1.
That's fine.
This is book of Ezra, the 9th chapter, starting out at the top. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands.
Right? So that means they took wives onto them from other nations, which the scripture, and actually what the brother went into earlier, we're not supposed to give our sons and our daughters onto them. All right? And second of all, if you're dealing with another nation, you're not supposed to treat them as a wife unless you do the ceremony in which you cut her hair and her nails and kill her parents, and then don't go into her, what is it, 3 months?
Yeah.
And then she'll become your wife. But you wasn't just doing that with every woman that was out there. Ruth was an example of that, okay? So, first and foremost, they was going into these other nations and taking them as wives, treating them as fucking equals, okay? They not our women. Go ahead. Without even doing that custom.
Doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, which is those filthy Africans, which we're not.
That's it.
The Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves, and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
Right, so that means the heads of their people, if they see the head of their people doing these things, then what are the lower people going to do? All right, those are men of great renown in their society, so they're going to do what they do because they're going to think that that's right. All right, so in other words, they took these wives, say for instance in this captivity, right, you find you a fine ass white bitch or Asian bitch, and you come into her and you like, hey man, you get to chilling with her, you fucking her, everything is cool. Next thing you know it, your ass is eating noodles all the time and chow mein and motherfucking mayonnaise sandwiches and shit.
Well, it's more like you know who you are, but you let that other nation woman teach her customs to the children.
Even
you don't
so
teach
yourself
yours.
too, because you see these niggas walking around this bitch with their skinny ass jeans on, walking around holding these heathen bitches' hands and shit, treating them like they goddamn some kind of equal. And I mean that not just equal on the basis of man and woman, but equal as